श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो में सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मणित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणेतिगमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिभूत मनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिक मुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः. शरणागति दीपिका Vedanta Desika's wonderful stotram, which houses the Tattva Hita Purushartham. Tattvam, the entities, namely Chit, Achit, Ishvara, the sentient beings, the non-sentient, which are the matter, the Jivatma, the matters, the universe, and then the Lord, Ishvara. So beautifully he has given the Tattvam, the Hitam, the means to attain the goal, and the goal is Purushartham. Tattvam, Hitam, Purushartham. All three are beautifully encapsulated in this stotra, Sharanagati Deepika, consisting of 59 slokas. Today we will enjoy sloka 10 and 11. In the last slokam, we had a description of the Sharanayanti, Prapatti, which is the means to attain him. He talked about. He mentioned that aspirants to moksha regard themselves as Lord's Sishyas, though not directly but through a hierarchy of acharyas. Ultimately they become his Sharanagatas, perform Sharanagati. The characteristics of Vedanta Desika's mind reveal in his poetical and philosophical writing, as revealed in his life itself. Sincere in his life, he was sincere in his kavita, in his kavi, in his stotram, sincere in his philosophy. And Vedanta Desika was a great relentless critic, not only of poetry and philosophy and religion, but of his own words and thoughts and deeds. Throughout his life, he had a loving heart towards humanity, a forgiving nature, a self-questioning tendency, with a great sense of commitment, duty to pass on. He was a sincere lover and admirer of Bhagavad Ramanuja. His life was a complete, total dedication to the cause of Ramanuja. He wrote so much and he left the stamp of Bhagavad Ramanuja's breath, his soul, individually in every work. With his vast scholarship and thinking and the blessing he had from Ayagriva Acharyas, he has contributed much to Sri Vaishnavism and Vishishtadvaita. And more than everything, he had a passion to propagate, to pass on, because he was a staunch advocate of prapatti, self-surrender to God. That did not mean he spoke ill of the bhakti yoga or other thing. He maintains the Shastram. He believed in Shastram. He had a great reverence and respect for Shastram. He believed that the Shastram, the law guiding the whole Sanatana Dharma, worked invariably for the good of humanity. Shastram was the very essence of God, the Leela and the Daya, he used to say. Now let's enjoy the 10th slokam. Satta sthiti prayatana pramukhairupatam Swartam sadaiva bhavata swayameva vishwam Deepa prakasha tadihat tvadavaptaye tvam avyajasiddhamanapayam upayamahuhu. Satta sthiti prayatana pramukhair upatam Swartam sadaiva bhavata swayameva vishwam Deepa prakasha tadihat tvadavaptaye tvam avyajasiddhamanapayam upayamahuhu. Deepa prakasha, the entire world, the Vishwam, has been appropriated by you alone, because you are the one who maintain it, who created it, who maintain it, who sustain it, who protect, and for their activity, all you do it. And for what? For your own benefit. Nobody asked you. You took pity on the Jivatma who are lying dormant inside you during the Pralayam, and you created. Bahusyam prajaye yeti. You created. So, you are a safe and sure means without any other mean, without any other aid for no other reason. By referring to Sharanagati in the last slokam, Prapatti, which is the means, surrender to him, is what was talked about. And that's only one side of the picture. The Lord himself, who is the Siddhopayam. Siddha means ready, ever ready, eternally ready. If somebody wants to take you to the temple and he comes to your house, are you ready? We say Siddhama irukka, ready-ya irukka. He is ever ready. The entire creation, he is Perumal. He is responsible for our existence. He is responsible for our protection. He is responsible for the sankalpam with which we act. He alone derives the entire bhogam benefit thereby, because he is the Sheshi, he is the master. That being so, knowing people regard him as the true unfailing savior. He is the unfailing savior. Sharanagati that we perform is only a pretext, excuse, vyajam in Sanskrit. His innate protective grace alone is the potent upaya. So beautifully he says Satta Sthiti Deepa Prakasha. Oh, the Lord Deepa Prakasha. Bhavata, because of you, you are the one. By you, Vishwam, the entire universe, the entire Prapancham. Satta, their nature, their Swarupam. Sthiti, their sustenance, maintenance. Prayatana, their shayal, their actions, their activities. Pramukaihi, etc. These things. Swayameva, by yourself. Tane, by yourself. Sadayeva, eternally, always. Swartam, for your own benefit, for your own pleasure, for your own sport. Upatam, have been made, have been created, all these things have been done. For your benefit, they are there. Tat, hence, tvad in order to attain you also, iha, in this world, tvam, you, avyaja siddham, without any reason, naturally you are there as the means, because you are the one who created, you are the one who sustained, you are the one who made us act, you are the one who made us perform, breathe, live. So why should we say that the Sharanagati is the one who makes us attain you? It is you who facilitates us to do whatever that we have to do. So beautifully he mentions here about the Sharanagati Shastra. The entire creation is his. He is responsible for his existence. He is responsible for protection and action. So once we decide that we need to attain him as that is the only Paramanandam. So after describing the essential requirements for becoming a genuine seeker of moksha or liberation, that everything is astinam, these are all transitory, these pleasures are fleeting, alpam, maha alpam, not at all stiram, fleeting desires, and it would simply suck us, drown us into the samsara sagaram. These pleasures, for every little pleasure there is a tremendous pain associated with it. So Desika has made previously why one should desire for moksha, and The Shastram itself says, those who perform Sharanagati, Prapatti, alone can get moksha. Only Prapannas will get moksha. Means whether you do Bhakti Yogam or Prapatti, because Perumal himself says, Bhaktya Paramayavapi Prapatyoham Mahamate Prapyoham Nanyata Prapta Mama Kaikarya Lipshibihi. So he says, only through Bhakti Yogam or Prapatti one can attain me. Perumal himself says. So, but even for Bhakti Yogam, one needs to perform Sharanagati. Means to remove the hurdle to perform the Bhakti Yogam. So the essentials of Prapatti, of self or self-surrender as a direct means at the feet of the Lord for attainment of moksha is to be noted as related to Prapatti. So, but then this sloka says he is a Siddhopayam, ever ready. Yes, I never said no, but he is the Siddhopayam means how it is possible. And that's what is talked about in this sloka. Desika has expounded the doctrine of Prapatti in very many places. We are going to describe that also in the future slokas. However, Swami mentions that the Supreme Paramatman, by his own nature, knows everything directly. Yovetti Yugapat Sarvam. So, here, directly and always witnesses all entities directly. He is an ocean of infinite compassion. He is the one who creates, sustains, makes us act. And he is a Swami, he is a Sarvajnan, he is a Sarvashaktan, he is omniscient, omnipotent. He is Parama Vatsalyan, he is Bhakta Ashrita Vatsalan. He is Parama Karuniko Bhagavan. He is capable of accomplishing all things that he wills, that he takes sankalpam. He, together with Mahalakshmi, is the protector of this universe and the redeemer of humanity. He is the self-realized means or protection. That's what the slokam says. You alone are the means, upayam, siddha upayam, ever-ready upayam. The individual self who is migrating from beginningless time, beginningless karma, would reform himself and realize the most essential object of attainment is Brahman, is moksha, on account of the grace of the Lord, which was waiting. He is waiting for an opportunity to operate. Perumal is waiting. It is we who are the bottleneck. It is we who has not turned to him. The Jivatma realizes the central relationship, the essential relationship of Sharira-Shariri Bhavam between himself and the Paramatma, and he would be getting an essential knowledge of the Supreme Reality, the Paramatma, his Swamitvam, his Saulabhyam, his Saushilyam, his Amalatvam, his Anandatvam. The goal, what is the goal, what is the means of salvation, he gets, the Jivatma gets from Sadacharya. He would transform himself into a mumukshu. He would adopt and perform the means of spiritual realization in accordance with his competence. He would say, I give up, I cannot perform, I surrender. Paramatma happens to be the Siddhopayam, already realized. Prapatti happens to be a small excuse, pretext for Perumal to lift us. So, now, there can be several doubts which are going to be clarified later. It's established that doubts do arise in the minds of people desirous of evolving higher and higher, and there are many obstacles on the path of protection. Such doubts become cleared on account of the instruction from Acharyas. So to get rid of all doubts, one has to study the Shastras in totality under compassionate Acharya and determine the truth supported by valid reasons. So it's natural. So the Siddhopayam, the doubt that arises in the respect of the Siddhopayam or ever realized means as connected with his quality, supreme independence, infinite compassion, as regard the inseparable relationship between Shesha Sheshi that exists between Jivatma and Paramatma, and in respect of inseparable association of Goddess Sri. So Nammalvar has beautifully said, you have made me an object today, and you have inhabited my mind, you have entered. But on account of what reason did you bind me to samsara and kept me so far away from you? Tell me. Today you have entered into my mind, you have taken care of me. Though I have said, but why did you keep me away so long for very many births? When the Alvar questioned, the Lord kept quiet without giving an answer. He simply described the glory of Mumukshu going through Archiradi Margam. Does this not signify that binding one to samsara and releasing him from bondage happened directly according to his own independent will and nature? He may protect or not protect according to his will. There is any room at all for a Chetana to practice some mokshopaya or other? Though the Supreme Brahman is all independent, he causes the Jivatma to practice, to raise his hand that please save me or other. And depending upon the pretext, he protects the Jivatma for guarding himself from the defect of partiality and cruelty. Otherwise he would be considered partial. Otherwise he will have to take care of everyone at the same time to be taken to Sri Vaikuntham. He will be considered cruel. So Vaishamyam and Nairgrinyam, they say. In fact, Thirumalin Cholai Malai Yendren, Yenna Thirumal Yen Nenjinereya Pugundan, Swami Nammalvar says, I uttered the name of Mount Thirumalin Cholai. That pretext, that Vyajam as an excuse, Supreme Paramatma came and entered fully into my mind. So why the Alvar why Paramatma did not cause the Alvar even earlier to do this pretext? Why did he let him down earlier? It is answered that when the beginningless stream of karma attains the stage of palam, fruit, such a will of the Lord will arise. Even that mind to seek his protection and perform Saranagati is the Lord's will. His sankalpam for our own ajnana suhritam, unknown some good deed done in the past, he blesses us now for us to perform Saranagati. And with that Saranagati, he says, that's it, now I will save him, because he is ever ready. Next sloka. Bhogyam mukunda gunapedam achetaneshu Bhoktrutvamatmani nivesha nije chayaiva Panchalika shuka vibhushanai bhogadayi Samrativat samativatma samaya sagamodasetvam Bhogyam mukunda gunabhedam achetaneshu Bhoktrutvamatmani nivesha nije chayaiva Panchalika shuka vibhushana bhogadhayi Samradivat matsamaya sahamodasetvam. So the question, if it is his will, is a siddhopayam, then why does he have to expect us to do all these things? Because Akila Bhuvana Janmastema Bangadi Lile, it is his divine sport. If everybody attains moksham at the same time, there is no universe, there is no prapancham, there is no divine sport by the Lord and the divine consort. So Mukunda, moksham dadati iti Mukunda. Mukunda is the only one who can grant moksham. Prapannad anyesham nadishati Mukundo nijapadam. Other than Prapati, the Mukundan will not grant moksham. So, by your sankalpam, by your will, by your desire alone, you do create, you do invest the matter, the achit, with various traits, with various, for example, the flower, the sweet, the chandran, the sun, the everything, the mountain, the scenic, the beautiful natural scene, the earth, the ocean, the rivers, the fruits, everything. You create for enjoyment or by the Jivatmas. So you create this object with various traits capable of being enjoyed. And you create the sentient beings with the body, with the capacity to enjoy. So, doership, enjoyership, knowership, jnatrutvam, kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam. These three are given to the Jivatma. Jnatrutvam, first to get to know that the kesari is sweet, the fruit is sweet, the mango is sweet, nice, tasty. To get to know that the mango is tasty. Then doership, pick up the mango, pluck the mango from the tree and enjoy, eat, bite the mango and enjoy. So these three are by the Jivatma, and he is the one who created the mango and created the Jivatma for him to enjoy. And he is the Paramatma, and we are all his Shariram. We are all, including the Jivatma and the universe, or his body. If that is the case, what is he enjoying? The entire thing, the whole universe. Akila Bhumana Janmastema Bangadi Leele. Everything is his Leele. So, Ulahela Vilayatudaya. So here, along with Mahalakshmi, who is equal to you in all respect, you derive pleasure like the king, like the prince who has a doll, a Tanga Padumai, a small doll, like a teddy bear. These days the kids have teddy bear. So the prince has a doll with jewelry, adorned with jewelry. And the king, the prince also has a spouse, or the queen. The king has a queen, and he has when he is having a leisure time, if he wants to play in the garden, he has a statue, the doll, and he has the parrot to play with. The parrot is equated to the Jivatma, the statue is equated to the Achit, the matter, and both are taken care by the king and the queen for their enjoyment. So the Upanishads have made a threefold division, which must be understood by every one of us. One is Bhokta, other is Bhogyam, third is Prerita. Bhokta is the one who enjoys, the individual soul, the Jivatma, you and I. Chetanam. Bhogyam is the Achetana. We enjoy, which one we enjoy? We don't enjoy the other Jivatma. We enjoy the matter. We enjoy the food, we enjoy the fruit, we enjoy the Shariram. We enjoy the Achit. And that is Bhogyam, that to be enjoyed. But the capacity to enjoy on the part of the Jivatma and the quality of being enjoyed, seen, are both the result of Lord's Sankalpam, desire. He is the one who has a will, Sankalpam, desire for us to enjoy the universe. It's not that we are independent, we start enjoying things. It is he who makes us do this. And of course, our karma is the one who makes us will like that. So he invests matter with enjoyable quality. He invests soul with the capacity to enjoy. Hence, he is referred to as the Prerita. Bhokta, Jivatma, Bhogyam, the matter, Prerita, the director. He is the one who directs. So from Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, down to the insect, every Jivatma is allowed to enjoy or suffer as per the Lord's Sankalpam, Lord's direction, based on the Jivatma's karma. Nobody is spared, whether it is Chaturmukha Brahma or Indra, Rudra, whoever. He is not a whimsical ruler, he is not a haphazard, random ruler, but confers pleasure or pain on souls, Jivatma, according to their karma, according to their previous karma. That pleasure is derived or pain is suffered only through the achetana objects. The Jivatma does not on its own enjoy. Through the Panchabhutams, through the matter, through the achetana, he enjoys. And the pain is suffered only by enjoyment. We get hit, we fall, our body, our bone has a fracture, not the Jivatma, and we suffer. We apply sandal paste on our body and we enjoy, the Atma enjoys. So, the enjoyment and the suffering is through the achetana, through the matter. For the matter of that bodies which in case which house the souls are the chief means of enjoyment or of pleasure or the suffering of pain. So, outside objects are another category of matter which are instrumental in furnishing pleasure or pain. Our body, the five senses, the body is the source of enjoyment. Outside objects are the facilitators for the body to enjoy. For example, you watch Netflix, the TV shows, and your eyes look at it, the body looks at it, enjoys. The Jivatma enjoys through the eyes to the external object. The two instances referred to in the sloka, one, adorning a doll with jewelry and enjoy, feeding parrots. In the former, the pleasure is entirely the Lord and Lakshmi's, because the doll does not know. The doll does not know anything. The king and the queen are enjoying the doll. The doll has got no clue. Similarly, the achetana does not have any clue, incapable of any enjoyment. In the latter, where is the parrot? They rear the parrot, they feed the parrot, and the parrot goes here and there and comes back to the queen. The parrot also enjoys good food, milk, the nuts, and talks sweet things. In both the cases, the real persons who obtain the enjoyment here are the Lord and the consort Lakshmi. They together indulge in the divine sport or leela of the world. Inburum ivvilayatte. Unless we have a correct idea of this Tattvatrayam, Chit, Achit, Ishvara, God, the Jivatma and the matter, we cannot progress spiritually. This knowledge is very essential, as otherwise we are apt to think that we are real enjoyer, we are Swatantra. We may not know that the soul is different from matter. We may not know that the Deham and Atma are different. The necessity for a clear conception of the threefold Tattvam, Tattvatrayam, Swami mentions in Tattva Padavi. Mukti Karul Shuda Mundrai Telimunnam Ittikal Yerkum Idam. The sloka emphasizes that the Lord and Lakshmi alone are responsible for the creation of objects for the enjoyment by Jivatma and for the souls enjoying those objects. They are responsible. And of course, the Panchalikam Shuka Vibhushana Bhogadayi, it also, there is another patam, Panchalika Shuka Vibhishana Bhogadayi. Panchali, reference to Draupadi getting the Vastram and the Vibhishana obtaining the kingdom. There is another patam, but that's not quite appropriate and fit. It does not befit the meaning of this. But there is that patam as well. Again. Acharyan Trivadagale Sharanam Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.